Well, hello there, old friend. Uh, uh, no excuses. See, I've missed you. I've missed you quite a bit actually, and I was worried whether you were mad at me, or upset with me, or just feeling, I don't know, really down recently. But no, I just find you here, hiding from me, and potentially avoiding me. I mean, people tell me they've seen you leaving around the time I arrive. He told me how you sit here in the library for hours on end, and you just so happen to leave just before I enter with some of my friends. All of this information, it really made me upset, and I was frustrated because I don't know if you were mad at me or whatever it may be. You you didn't say anything to me, so I don't know if I did something wrong or not. Oh, don't worry. I know you're not upset with me. Well, at least I know you're not mad at me. I was told, frequently at most of my parties I went to that you were still talking pretty highly of me, telling everyone how attractive I was and how easy I was to talk to, and how much you valued being my friend. Every time I heard something like that, it made my heart skip a beat, and I got flustered and blushed every time I thought of it. I'll admit it. But I don't understand why. Why you would continue to avoid me, even after all this time, even after everything you said, and all the words you said about me. You you want to know what I think? Nah. Nah, I don't think so. I feel like you need to know just how much you've hurt me. By avoiding me. I think you were jealous. Yeah, jealous of me going out and enjoying my life, hanging out with my friends. Damn, even strangers once in a while. So, I think you decided to throw a little tantrum to get back at me. No? So why? Let's see. Why did my best friend, for so many years, decide to just leave me and never try to get back in contact with me again? Even going as far as to avoid me every chance they got. I actually had to ruin my schedule today and come later than I usually do in hopes that I could finally catch you, just to talk to you. Which, luckily for me, I was able to catch you. All alone, in fact. It's just the two of us in this library. No, you don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, I said that. I said you don't have anywhere to go, so stay put. Look, I memorized every little thing about you. I know everything you do. I know your schedule so well, in fact, that I know that you don't have any plans. See, when we were close, we had mutual respect for each other. We never did anything too far from one another, which I loved. But after hearing everything you said about me, hearing all those compliments, hearing you praise me, it made me feel a little bit weak in my knees, in a way I could never describe to you with just words. All these thoughts you had about me just gone, because you felt the need to avoid me, the need to leave me alone when I was just off and about. You're sorry. Aww, I bet you are. But I still need to know why. Why did you suddenly change? What did I do that gave you the feeling that you had to abandon me like you did? Look, I don't care how different our lives were turning out to be. I admit it, you did always enjoy studying more than me, and that was one of the many things you were better at me at. You know, even with all that in mind, I would always make time for you, for us. I care about you more than anyone needs to know, more than any of them deserve to know, to even catch a glimpse of. Look, do you still remember the last time we hung out? When we went to the movies? I know it was a bit strange. It was new. We were so entranced when watching the movies that we instinctively held hands, our fingers intertwined with one another. And at the end of it, when we finally noticed, you shyly took your hand back. And truth be told, I noticed it from the start, and my cheeks immediately became a rosy red. My heart fluttered, and I could barely pay attention to the movie anymore. The build-up, the climax, I completely missed all of it. Everything became a hazy mess, and the only thing that remained was your touch. Your touch remained, and it was one of the best feelings I've ever felt. And then you stopped contacting me. You started to avoid me, and it felt sickening. If I had known that you'd wanted me to go off and enjoy myself as you focused on your studies, I could have been content. Fine, sure. I would have loved to come here with you and study with you. I always knew how much I needed you with me, but after truly feeling what it's like to be away from you, I don't think I'd survive without you. I know, without you my life would feel incomplete. My life would be dull. It would be colorless. I don't want to go out anymore. I don't want to be surrounded by people who talk crap about others and party all day. I just want to spend time with you. I want to sit and talk with you while you help me with my studies, and we can laugh and joke about recent events. I want people to understand, and I want them to know that you mean everything to me. No matter who it is, you will always take the number one priority. And all I want for you is to admit that you will no longer run from me. You will no longer avoid me, and you will no longer make me feel like I'm alone. Good. Now, with that being said, let me move a little bit closer. See, I really meant everything I said today. How hearing you talk so highly of me made me feel pretty flushed and embarrassed in public, I meant it when I said your touch makes me forget everything else. I meant it when I said I was waiting for you to open up, to make a move that would finally put us together, bring us together, But you never did. And after this time we spent apart, I realized that's not who you are. You can't make decisions like that. You can't make the first move, which is totally fine, because that's what I'm here for. I think I'm ready to, take initiative. So, right here, right now, in this very library you come to so very often, I think I just want your permission to make you mine, of course. I want you to live in bliss, knowing that I'll take care of you. I want you to make me live in bliss, knowing that I get to be the one who holds you close. Out of everything in this world, that's all I want. Yeah? Great. Then all I want you to do is just relax and come a bit closer. So, how was that for you? Well, it's nice to know that your eyes are finally on me. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Yeah, I feel like I got my revenge. Yeah, my revenge for you abandoning me like you did. Come on. Oh, there's no need to whine. Don't worry. I was planning to give you more sometime later. But in the meantime, maybe if you help me study for these upcoming exams, and if I can ace them with your help, then I think we should go on a date. Good. Then let's get out of here before someone else sees us.